how to survive the great reset. It's happening right now. How to truly make it into 5D, the love, the unconditional love frequency, the highest vibration available to all of us right here, right now. Shout out to everybody right now expanding their cup. Shout out to everybody manifesting their dream life, going deep into 5D, ascending, expanding more and more every day. I'm here with you. Infinite love, infinite blessings. Okay. We need to understand how to truly manifest New Earth and maintain this 5D consciousness, because you have to remember that you are multidimensional. You have the ability to see all dimensions and travel through all dimensions. Therefore, right now more than ever, the vulnerability and sensitivity is so high that it doesn't matter how spiritual you are, or how 5D you think you are, or how light and love you think you are. People are getting sucked back into that fear, into that 3D, into that matrix paradigm right now. Right? Whether it's the jab, the chemical warfare, the political, the environmental, the red, the blue, doesn't matter the duality, it doesn't matter the subject. What's mattering is how we have to hold strong into 5D. You see, it doesn't matter the subject, it doesn't matter what we're doing right now, because everybody right now has their own choice to make, because the great reset is here. It is upon us. It is forced upon us. And I'm going to be real. I'm going to be straight up with you, okay? I'm going to be raw, okay, and honest, because you have to prepare emotionally, okay, physically, and spiritually for this. Otherwise, like I said, the vulnerability aspect and you potentially going back to 3D and back into this fear, into this plague, into this darkness is greater than it's ever been. I don't know about you, but I felt this duality, right? I felt this pressure. I felt this fear. I felt this darkness come over myself, more than I ever have before, honestly. And we know, I can feel it. There's been a confirmation, okay, of so many souls, right, going into that. And simultaneously, right, people are also waking up, right? So let's start right there. Let's go all in, all right? Because that's where we have to start. You let me know right now in the comment section. Let me know, where are you with me, right? Because you have to go all in for 5D. You see, I'm all in for 5D, right? And I got nothing to lose. You see, now that's my mindset. That's my confidence. That's my ability, right? You let me know where you're at. If you are, type it in real quick. I'm all in for 5D. You see, because when you do that, when you set that intention, you're telling the multiverse this echoing effect, right? This resonance happens through your vibration that is automatically going to attract more souls, more information, more light, more opportunities for you to stay into that. Whether it's your job, right? The workplace, you're trapped in the 9 to 5, whether it's the relationship, the toxicity, right? The narcissism, the people, the zombies, right? All of these traits coming from the darkness, coming from the fear, the pressure, the healthcare system, right? Their ways of creating this pressure. You know what I'm talking about. Now, all of this is not going to stop, right? We have to hold the line right now more than ever, like seriously. Now, you've heard me say this before. Now, let me really break down the Great Reset and how the timing of this in the 3D timeline is essential, because now we have split. You see, that's how this is. We have split into two timelines, right? There are infinite timelines playing out. What I'm talking about are the majority timelines that where humans are acting, right? Humans are playing the 3D game, all right? And this has now been split, meaning we're creating New Earth. We're creating 5D. Every action, every thought, every person that you come in contact with is either pushing and pulling and expanding, right, deeper into that 5D consciousness, or they're contracting and restricting themselves into that 3D consciousness. That's it. Now you have that ability. You've probably felt glimpses of it. You want a little more, right? You want a taste of it, right? You want the whole pie now. You see? We got to go all in for 5D, all in for the connection with the higher self, all into your heart's greatest desires. You see, this is very simple. This is not a complex organism. This isn't something that you have to buy or some instruction manual or some ebook that I got to sell you. No, no, no. It has nothing to do with that. This is up to you and your own journey and your own consciousness, right? Your own ability to connect with that higher self, your own ability to connect with that higher vibration, with the most highest divine source that you can possibly imagine. Right? Let me know where are you at with this, right? Are you connected, right? Type it in real quick. I am connected, right? I am one with my higher self, right? Type it in. Have you felt this? Do you know what I'm talking about? Because those are your options. You're connected with the lower self and the ego, and you're defending and pushing and blaming in 3D and acting out of fear. Or you're connected into your 5D self and the higher consciousness and your higher self, which is always guiding you, always 10 steps ahead of you. And all you have to do is trust that. That's it. So if you're truly connected, if you're truly in tune with your higher self, if you're truly one with your higher self, then you got nothing to worry about here. The Great Reset is not going to affect you. You are all in for 5D. You believe and you are going deeper into your practice every single day. You're all good. It's it. No worries, man. That's it. Everything we're doing right now, again, is either pulling you deeper and deeper into this consciousness or dividing you and splitting your atoms apart, literally, right? Altering through this chemical warfare, through this artificial digital age that has been created, right? Now, this is about investment, not only of your time, right? Your money, your energy, everything, right? Everybody right now has to make that decision. Are they going deeper into 3D, deeper into the artificial world, right? Or deeper into this 5D, deeper into this unconditional love, which is based out of nature, based out of something that has always been there and will never cease to exist. You realize that, right? It will never cease to exist. What is immortal? What is infinite? Just like you, the spirit soul that is within you. What is that thing that is right beneath your feet? This Gaia, this Pachamama, this thing right here. That is that source connection that you need to connect with right now. That's where we all need to start. There's no hiding any longer. There's no blaming. We have to go all in for 5D, all in for the full trust of the higher self, and all in for your intuition, right? To this source connection, guiding you, crystallizing your DNA, purifying and expanding your consciousness. All right, now how do we do this? How do you maintain, right? Because like I said, the times are getting dark, right? And things are getting bleak. Right? There's no denying that. But at the same time as that, the diamond is being shinier and shinier and buffing it, right? And polishing it. And it just gets so bright. You see, that's the world we live in. That is not going away. You see, 3D will always be there while 5D is always there as well. It's not like once you're in 5D that 3D just disappears. No. You're in 5D and then you recognize the veil between these dimensions actually gets so thin that you can access any dimension at any point on that timeline even easier. You see, because for someone who's stuck in 3D, there is really no perception beyond that dimension. Therefore, they are only making choices out of fear. Because if they truly knew another option, right, that would be love. That would be something compassionate, something a little more expansive for their consciousness, a little more freeing, right? I don't see much freedom going around right now. I don't see much expansive energy happening right now in the main stage. You see, and this is where we step in. The new earth creators, the 5D manifestors, the starseeds, the light workers, the chosen ones, the 144,000, the people that are really doing the work. Okay, shout out to everybody right now doing the work. Type it in. I am doing the work. Okay? Just type it in if you resonate with this and if you're doing it, because that's what I'm doing. I'm literally out here building. I'm sore to the bone. I barely slept. I got calloused hands, you name it. I'm not talking about this in a metaphor. I'm talking about physically doing the work. Okay? Now, all of us are doing that in our own way, shape, or form right now. You felt the call, right? You know the vision has to be manifested and has to be played out, and nobody else is going to do it for us. Okay, so manifesting 5D, creating this, going deeper in tune with this energy is the only option right now. That's it. It is the only option. Again, so shout out to everybody doing the work, okay, because it's not easy. You see, and literally every single day, this vacuum, this vortex, right? This machine, this suction power of creating back into this 3D matrix is getting powerful by the day, right? So your job is anchoring to the heart, anchoring to the highest vibration you possibly can. So what you can do is be that root, right? Planting so deep into Pachamama, so deep into Mother Gaia that nothing can shake you, nothing can break your energy, nothing can break your clarity as far as manifesting your vision. You see, that's how this is going to play out. Because those people that are already doing the work, there's nothing to stop us. Those people that are already building, that are already trusting, you see, there's no need to second guess. There's no need to even have any other thought than what you are doing right here and right now in New Earth. Because it's already here. You see, there's nothing to create if it's already here and you've already done it. You see, and everybody else is just going to catch up, and that's okay too, right? And you have to let them in their own unique way, shape, or form. It might take 5 years, it might take 10 years, right? I don't know. It might not even be in this lifetime, honestly, and you have to just let that cycle play out. You see, that's what the Great Reset is. You see, and this is something that has been called many different things through biblical times and ancient scripture, the rapture, end times, right? Souls ascending to heaven, right? However you want to internalize this and interpret this, the point that's happening, right, is this division. Okay, and this is happening in a dimensional perspective and an energetic perspective, because people that are tied to 3D are soulless, basically, right? NPCs, like you're not aware of the soul, you're not aware that things are happening, and it's not online, so it's like a computer playing out a program without the human involved. So once you step into 5D and everything is transparent and you see that the game is created, right? And it's created for control, and it's not only controlling your consciousness, but you have no other option than to free yourself. So welcome to the Great Awakening. Welcome to this beautiful Great Reset, because it's exciting to me, right? Because I trust that karmic path. I trust my higher self, and I trust this ability, right, for this evolution of the soul. You see, because that's what this is. So, because in all honesty, not all souls are going to make it. You see, and I'm okay with that, because it's not up to me. I can't judge you whether you're going to make it or not. All I can do is love and do me, right? And I hope you do the same, right? All we can do is raise our vibe together and shine bright, you see, and have that impact to the point where our light, you see, shines on somebody's darkness to the point where hopefully they look and start asking some questions. That's all we can do, is plant those seeds. You see, from a place of authenticity and a place from not attachment. All right, those are very two key words here. So shout out to everybody right now on the side of 5D. Shout out to everybody on the side of New Earth. Right? Shout out to everybody right now expanding their cup, going deeper in tune with this consciousness, because it doesn't matter whether it's a Great Reset, doesn't matter what conspiracy is going to come out next, or what agenda is going to be played out, or what pandemic, right? Or some virus or some vaccine. None of these things matter. You see, because you are infinite. You are so 5D that none of these things matter. That's where we're at. That's where we have to be. That's where we truly have to be if we want to stay in this abundance and in this higher consciousness. Because, again, this vacuum has been created, and we can't stop this vortex, right? You can't stop the man. You can't stop Joe Biden and the army and the $1 billion budgets that are wiping out the content, and the holistic doctors, and I can go on and on, right? We can't feed that negativity anymore. We have to focus on the love, right? Type it in if you agree with me, right? Just type it in. Those simple 3 words. Focus on the love. 4 words. I apologize. Focus on the love, right? That's it. Focus on the love. When you do this, right? When you do this, right? You're anchoring to that vibration. You're letting the opportunity, you're lending a hand out energetically for the next person to do the same. You're being that bridge. You're anchoring to that higher vibration and letting people come on board with you, right? So focus on the love. That's all we have to do right now. This isn't complicated, right? In all honesty, we just have to survive through this because the zombies are going to wipe themselves out. You see, their GMO world, this artificial world has only one conclusion, right? You have to let this play out, right? There's no worries here, right? There's nothing to worry about. If you're growing your food, if you got the rainwater, if you're living off grid, it doesn't matter what form of dependency you're getting it from, right? Because you're all in for 5D and it's all good, baby, right? Now I'm in here enjoying this beautiful atmosphere in 5D, watching this multiverse play out, watching this dimensional, parade play out, because this is straight up entertainment at this point. You see, because this is only entertaining the idea. It's only attractive to you if you are in 3D, right? It's only attractive to you if you are in the belief that you are just this body. You see, because if you truly believe that you are infinite and you have this spirit soul, then you wouldn't even be tempted to lower that state. You wouldn't even be tempted. It's not possible. It's absolutely not possible. Everybody's doing the work right now, and I just have to congratulate all of you. Shout out to everybody watching, listening in the chat. I'm just excited to be here with you and to be in this moment, because all we have to do is survive. All we have to do is get through this little needle right here, right? As this great reset plays out, all we have to do is hold true. Now I'm going to open this up to questions. I'm going to open this up to your energy, your chat. Share your experience, share your love right here in the comments section. Share where you're at with this great reset. What do you think is going to happen, right? Do you think this is going to play out in a way that is going to wipe out humanity and create this rapture and create end times? Or do you believe that this is all about 5D and pushing us into ascension, right? Is this a natural cycle based off nature, or is this a cycle that has to be played out based off of the artificial plan coming from man, right? You let me know, all right? Let me know where you're at. Let's open this up to a discussion and how we can all ascend together to that higher vibration, because 5D and New Earth can't happen without just me, right? It's about everybody. It's about all of us, right? Going beyond the 144,000, going beyond just the chosen ones, just the star seeds and light workers. Everybody has to be there. Everybody has to be celebrating if we truly want peace, if we truly want that unconditional love vibration. All right? You got to turn off everything, right? Because think about where this is coming from, all right? Think about how all of this started in the first place. You see, it's not those good old days we were living, right? It's about how you can truly manifest 5D New Earth right here, right now. That's what this is all about. Everybody's doing the work. Everybody's here. And I know you're feeling it. I know you're feeling this pressure, this division, right? This is nothing new. It's just the stakes have gotten a little bit higher. Laura, thank you so much for being here. I don't want to watch the news anymore. Laura, turn off the news. Laura, turn off your TV. Throw your TV away. Get rid of all 3D matrix consciousness. It is soaking into your subconscious, even if you're not paying attention to this. Get rid of all the news, Fox News, CNN, anything like this. This is a plague. This is the 1984 George Orwellian mind control programming propaganda. Please, Laura, throw away your TV. Ditch all the news. You don't need it. You do not need it. Now, the real answer is so simple on how to actually create 5D, because this is the question I get asked the most, right? How do I create 5D? How do I manifest New Earth? What is this New Earth all about? You know, I get this question every single day, and it's so simple. It really is. We don't have to complicate this. This is so simple. And the solution is right here from Zarathan. Thank you so much. You know all about this. You know what we're talking about. You know how to manifest 5D. Right here. Here it is. 2 simple words. Go within. That's it. That's all you got to do. Go within. Right? There's nowhere you have to go. There's no school or church or anything that is going, or book that you have to read, right? You have to go within. Come to my guided meditations. Listen to my free guided meditation CD on Spotify. Go over to all the opportunities that you have right in front of you to truly do what it takes to go within. That's where 5D is. That's where New Earth starts. Right here. Right here within the heart, within the Atman. That is. That's what we all have to do. That's right. Everybody's doing their work. Hello, everybody. Welcome. For those of you that are just now joining, this is a huge soul expansion that's happening right now. This is a whole shift, right, into the infinite cup, right? Now, you have to understand how all of this works, and you know how this works. This is nothing new, right? This great reset is nothing new. This plan is nothing new. This push into 3D is nothing new. The stakes are just a little bit higher, right? There's just more sensitivity as far as what is truly at stake here. Juliana, thank you so much for being here. They all want us to be asleep, but more people are waking up, right? That's all that matters. More people every day are waking up. Every single day, more people are waking up. More people are coming into the idea that they are awakening, right? And trusting and believing and turning on the higher self and going into this thing that is called the Great Awakening. We all have that opportunity to do just that right now. Go within and trust the fact that people are waking up. Honestly, that's what makes me sleep at night. It makes me feel so good to know, like, every day I get heartfelt messages of people waking up, people going deeper into their practice, going into the shadow, going into uncovering the truth of what it takes right now to actually be into 5D, right? This is not something that is going to be automatic, right? That's why you see me talk about this all the time on social media as far as it being a daily practice, right? You have to put in the work. Nobody's going to do this for you. You have to put in the work, right? And you truly know what it takes. I know you do. I know you do. Now, everybody that's on this path together, everybody that is anchoring to this is being the bridge for other people to 5D. For everybody to go in to 5D, right? Because if you truly understand this, you know that you are one, right, with everybody. Therefore, all you have to do is anchor to that vibration and other people will be right behind you. That's it. That's all you have to do. So keep doing the work, right? That's it. Keep doing it. I know it's not as sexy as you want it to hear, but that's all we got to do, right? Jacqueline, Ravel, shout out to you. Shout out to everybody expanding their cup right now. I am love. I am doing the work. You see, that's all that it takes right now. When you're typing this in, when you're manifesting, when you're setting this intention, right, and going deeper in tune with this work, this is the only thing that is necessary right now for all of us to truly be in 5D. And then it's just a matter of time. You see, because people are waking up, trusting this process, trusting the fact that their higher self truly knows best instead of the lower self, instead of the ego. Right? Because when you trust your higher self, that's what 5D is all about. And therefore, the Great Reset will not affect you. It won't. Now, there's a lot of talk about different theories and conspiracies. We have to get away from all of this and trust the fact and the information or the download or the vision that you are getting, and stay true to your original intention. Yeah? You are the original intention right now to really get in tune, how to really get in tune with that 5D energy. Okay, so if you're somebody who has a very toxic diet, right, start with the nutrition, start with activating the light body, right? If you're somebody who's got all your nutrition on board, then let's go deeper into the emotional body. You see, if you're someone who's got the shadow work done and you feel cleansed and you feel healed, then let's dig deeper into your spiritual journey, right? This does not end. As long as you have a physical form, this human being, this process does not end. Some people call it ascension. Some people call it self-actualization, self-realization. This process does not end as long as you still have a human form, right? All of this has to do with this intense war happening right now on the planet, right? You have to understand that this isn't going to happen in some, nuclear war or some, World War III is not going to be this nuclear, agenda at all. It's actually quite the opposite. You see, because we're living it right now. We're living this war right now, and it's a war of consciousness, or a spiritual war, you could say. Jamie, great question. What do people mean when they say the light already won the spiritual war? Right? The light has already won. Right? 5D is already here. New Earth is already here. What we're talking about, Jamie, is the fact that in the fifth dimension, there is no time, there is no space. We are moving past duality. Right? These are non-dual teachings, meaning the consciousness of man is going beyond the concept of time itself, right? And you know what this has felt like. You probably had a glimpse of it. Most people have only had a mere glimpse. However, we are now moving in tune with this timeline that is more 5D, more oneness, right? More union instead of duality, right? So that spiritual war is happening right now, and it's the battle of light versus the dark. Right? It's just that simple. The light versus the dark. The red and the blue, the division, the sun and the moon, the duality has always been played out. But this is a war on consciousness, a war with your inner demons, a war with yourself. If you truly master yourself and master all of these things and control your demons and control the darkness, because it's always going to be there, right? Make no mistake, it's not like automatic, like it just disappears forever and then that's it. No, you have to put in the work every single day. You master that love, you master this ability to truly embody 5D and live that unconditional love and be in the light and cultivate this light and omnipresence more and deeper and more every single day, right? And then it's already happened. You see, because it's all belief, it's all trust at that point. There really is only you following through with the original intention. There's no second guessing or blaming or trying to catch up at that point, because it's already happened. That's what 5D is all about. I am so grateful for everybody right now that is really considering 5D, right? And considering this shift, because this is something that is not an easy feat. Okay, I'm not here to sugarcoat this and tell you that it's going to be easy for everybody. It was not easy for me, and I honestly don't know anybody who has an extremely positive experience as far as making that shift, right? We all have our own unique work, our own shadow to uncover, right? Esther Udarta, thank you so much for being here. Shout out to everybody right here in the chat. I love each and every one of you. Infinite love, infinite blessings. All right. Do you have any tips for those who live in a toxic environment? Yes. Right? Yes. You have to control your environment. You always have the power to control your environment. Always. This is where you have to start. Right? Think about what you are cultivating, right? If you want to be 5D and you want to be unconditional love, then you have to be in an unconditional love environment. It is so difficult to be 5D in a toxic relationship or a toxic household. It is so much easier to just go into nature or go find that satsang, that group of like-minded people. This is exactly why I created the Infinite Cup and have this intention with the inner circle group that I've created, and I would invite you to join if you want to join. Other people are here already doing the work. That's what we do. The description, you will find the link in the description, patreon.com/theinfinitecup, okay? Use the online environment, all right? Use your cell phone, use your email, use the Signal app that I've created, use the WhatsApp, right? Use all the messaging apps and all these things. Like, find your tribe, right? Find those people that truly understand you. That's the gift that we have right now through social media, through this thing that we call technology. It doesn't have to be all bad, right? This is extremely important right now, especially if you're somebody who is suffering from a toxic environment in the household or a toxic relationship and you just don't know where these people are at, right? We've created these groups for you already, so come on board. Again, just click the link in this video, patreon.com/theinfinitecup. We're already there. Signal is the app that we use. This is a discreet and private app, 100% censored, 100% private and encrypted, password protected server. We love it. It's great. Check it out. Would love to have you guys. Only if you feel the calling. Everybody is welcome. I'm always accepting new members right now. Check it out. Patreon.com again /theinfinitecup. Now, all of us have to do our work for every single man, woman, and child, right? Again, this is not for the chosen ones. The chosen ones are meant to lead the way. The chosen ones are here to carve it out. However, everybody must go, right? Everybody must follow. That's what we have to do. Everybody. Again, not just the chosen ones. Peniel True, thank you so much for being here, brother. How can you make the decision to leave when you have children, right? You can't leave your children. You can't leave your family. This is not about leaving or abandoning, right? That's out of fear. That's out of the 3D mindset. You have to bring them with you. You have to cult 5D. I have 2 kids. I'm out here in the jungle living off grid, teaching them how to be self-sufficient, teaching them how to forage, right? My 2-year-old son knows how to forage wild fruits and berries probably better than I do, honestly. All right, so what I'm saying to you is there's never any excuse to stay in that 3D in my belief, right? Because I'm all in for 5D. I don't care how many family members you have. I don't care how many kids you have. I don't care what the situation is. You have to go all in for 5D, right? Again, you felt this calling. You felt this vision. You know what it takes. However, you haven't yet put one foot in front of the other yet. That's what I did, right? Honestly, it was an experience probably 15 years ago where I had this vision and I was not ready to live off grid. I wasn't ready to start cultivating these skills. I was very scared and I was very 3D, very limited. I had to wrap my entire mind and logically digest and contemplate the idea of where would I go? What would I do? Where would I live? Oh my gosh, how would I find water? How would I find food, right? That's the mind. That's the ego. right? Always keeping you in survival mode. That's it. You have to let go of this idea that the ego is always in control and trust your higher self. Always. Right? That's it. That's the solution here. Don't even listen to me. Right? Right? That's it. Always listen to your higher self. That's it. I cannot put it any simpler than that, because when you make that true decision to trust your higher self 100% and your intuition is guiding you, you cannot go wrong. You just can't go wrong. Comp Data, thank you. Infinite blessings, infinite love out to all of you for being here. There is no shadow without the light. Very true. This is the duality. This is what's happening right now in our world. Make no mistake that you cannot escape 3D. Right? We will not ever be able to escape any of these dimensions. You are bound to all of them, not one. It's impossible to be in one dimension. You have to go travel through all of them, right? Now, most people believe that there's only just one, and people that are in the matrix and stuck in 3D believe that there is only one dimension, right? But you have to love it all and recognize the shadow and light up the darkness and recognize both worlds. So true. Everybody right now is asking a lot of questions about off-grid living, right, for a reason, and how to live more in tune with nature for a reason, because this is what 5D is all about. This is what the real sustainable living is all about. Okay? You have to be self-reliant and cultivate these skills. You just have to. Justin Tao, thank you for being here. Great question, brother. How much time do we have until we have to go off grid? You have to go off grid. The sooner the better. The sooner the better. Put it this way. The longer you wait, the harder it's going to be. All right? The more challenging it's going to be, not only for you cultivating the skills, but the laws and infrastructure that is changing and giving you the opportunity to do it. Right? It is illegal to catch rainwater in multiple states now, right? It is illegal to even find, right, a plot of land to build on it yourself without paying some contractor or having some, multiple $100,000 loan structure, right? This is very difficult, and it takes a lot of, searching to truly find this, right? So that's where I would recommend you start right now, Justin. Right now. It is the best time, because you have to go in tune with this and understand that the more you take action, the easier it's going to be, right? That's how I look at this, because the great reset is happening, right? The great awakening is here. 5D, New Earth, is already here. People are already building it. People are already living it. Meanwhile, people in 3D are just going to catch up, right? So you can pave the way, you can lead the way, or you can stay in 3D, right? It's just that simple. Now, as time goes on, it will be more difficult, meaning that jump, right? That bridge, that gap between 3 and 5 gets bigger and bigger and bigger, right? And we'll have glimpses, don't get me wrong, right? This is about portals. Like our current Lionsgate portal is a good opportunity. There's more full moon opportunities and portals that will be opening that will allow your vibration to sink into 5D a little bit easier and transition into that resonance a little bit easier. However, the general agenda, right, the general timeline is pushing this gap further and further away. So yes, your opportunity to go off grid, your opportunity to do all of these things is actually going away. It's not increasing. So take action now. That's exactly the leap of faith that I had to make, and I would recommend that to literally everybody right now. Everybody. Love and love. I love your name. Infinite love, infinite blessings. Thank you for being here. How does your body cope with 5D Does it become crystalline? Yes, we're talking about the DNA, all right? We are going from a 10 to 11 strand into a 13 strand DNA. The structure is changing on the cellular DNA level, okay? This starts with nutrition and how you have to feed your cells, the proper light, sun gazing, superfoods, herbs, structured water, like getting into this real simple nutrition that was based off of ancient technologies, right? And getting away from this idea like fossil fuels and plastic and processed foods, meat, dairy, right? All of this was created to create a higher form of density, right? To make your body more dense, right? So the more we can expand and create more light and less density, this is the solution here. And I will say it's only uncomfortable in the beginning, right? Like most things, you're not going to master it overnight. You're not going to have anything just change overnight in a very harmonious way, right? Because all change is imminent and all change is going to be challenging in some way, shape, or form. However, you can embrace this challenge and you can embrace these difficulties and truly master it with ease. You can. You truly can. Everything is happening for a reason, okay? Everything is happening for a reason. We all have to do our part. All right, now this is very simple. Even if it's not even about spiritual stuff, right? It's not even about being spiritual or like meditating or anything like this. I'm talking about very simple concepts of self-sustainability and living more in tune with nature, right? Very simple concepts here. Joey Baker, great question, brother. Off grid, like what? Leaving the USA? Do you have to just pack up and leave the country? Go to Asia, go to South America, go wherever you like, honestly, right? It's not so much the location as it is the practice. You could be in the USA, the United States. There's plenty of safe places, right? In the United States, there's plenty of safe places in South America, Canada, Alaska, going up into higher continents, right? Russia, Asia. It doesn't matter to me, honestly. What matters is what you're cultivating on a daily basis as far as the skills of living in tune with the energy and the connection of Pachamama, Mother Gaia, this earth, right? Because that's what we're talking about here, right? Getting away from these dependencies and these things that are killing Pachamama and getting in tune with the sustainability and the self-reliance that comes from a system-free or a government-free society, right? This is going to happen in the micro. You see what I'm saying? The micro, the communities that are really small. This isn't about the large communities and the giant change and this huge industrialization, colonialization. This is about the opposite. This is about doing just the opposite, going so deep into your own community, your own thing, getting the skills, cultivating what it takes to have that self-reliance. That's it. Now, shout out to everybody right now making that step, making that leap, right? Again, it's not easy, right? Hopefully you can own your own land. Hopefully you can have, a peace where you're distant from people in the city, ideally. But again, these are just ideal conditions and it's up to you. I would do anything and everything right now to move towards these goals. Rasta Black, brother, thank you so much for being here. Off-grid is my ultimate goal on land, far away from society, self-sustained. That's it. That's the vision, right? This is it. You felt the calling for a reason. This is our natural, human, simple way of life. Okay, this is why the Great Reset is happening. Those people that can grow their own food, that can live off-grid, right? You will be just fine. You will be thriving. Even, right? Because you know what it's like. You've already done the work. You've already deprogrammed and already done the work. Those people who are so addicted to McDonald's and so addicted to the Matrix are going to have a very hard time trying to survive, right? It's going to happen. It's no longer a matter of if, it's only a matter of when, right? Everybody has to do their part right now. Right? Everybody. Now, for those of you that are in the younger generation, right? Like, I just want to let you know, you can start right now. Okay, you can start right now. This isn't about waiting until you're older or waiting until you have the land, right? You don't have to wait. Okay, you can cultivate the skills right now, because that's what we all have to do, honestly. Right now. Every single one of us, okay? So, Skylar, you're asking, this is a great question. I really would like to live off grid, but I'm still a minor, and it would be too difficult at this time. Skylar, I get it. You know, I understand you're a minor. You can't get off grid right away. However, you can learn how to sprout your own food. You can learn how to grow maybe a little garden, grow some tomatoes in your parents' backyard. That's what I was doing when I was 14, 13. I had a job by the time I was 14, picking peaches, picking plums. I was learning how to filter water, living off grid, gathering food, foraging, right? Getting dirty, all of these things. You can do it right now. No more waiting. Doesn't matter how old you are. Doesn't matter how young you are. You can cultivate these skills right now. Everybody. Everybody. Okay? Now, again, you're going to keep happening with these excuses that are going to come from your mind, right? This is the lower self keeping you in survival mode. It's going to say, what if this happens? But what if that happens? Oh, I need money to do this. Oh, I need this. Oh, I need that. Right? What if I don't have a job? What if I don't have this? Right? All of those scenarios are coming from the lower self. You're probably watching right now, listening to this, and you're like, man, I don't know how he does all this. What? No, follow your heart. Your heart wants what the heart wants. Doesn't your heart already want this thing? Right? It wasn't even me that told you about living off grid, or me told you about living in two with nature. You already wanted those things, right? Yes or no? You see, if you truly want those things, then just go for it. Follow your heart. Right? Type it in for me right now if you truly believe, if you resonate with this. I am following my heart 100%. You see, because that's what we have to do. 100%. No more blaming. Right? No more 50-50, no more 75, no more putting these ideas on the back burner. I am following my heart 100%. Type it in. Set the intention now. Set the vibe. Set your mind's eye into this idea that you actually can do it, that you actually are manifesting, that you are believing, you are cultivating the skills, you are working towards this every single day. That's all it takes, right? If you follow your heart, there is money in the bank. If you follow your heart, you're trusting your higher yourself, right? This is not coming from a what if scenario. This is coming from a what is scenario, because what is in your heart bank, right? This infinite bank account right here, which is the heart-centered connection. Your mind is always going to pull you into those what if scenarios and always pull you into those self-limiting beliefs, all right? So trust the fact that you've been guided to this message. Trust the fact that there are other 5D souls out there. Trust the fact that we're all doing this work together right now, taking in all of this energy right here, right now, doing the work, all right? Shout out to everybody right now going deeper into this 5D love, into this great awakening, right? The great reset isn't going to stop us, right? They can't cancel 5D. They can't cancel the great awakening. Nothing will stop us, right? Type it in right now. Nothing will stop us. You see, that's the confidence. That's the level where we need to be to truly make it all happen, right? Nothing will stop us. Right? When you have these skills and you're cultivating and getting deeper, there's community out there. We're here. We're here, baby. We're 5D all the way. 5D all the way. You have to trust. Right? Trust that energy. Yes, you're going to get pulled back. Yes, you're going to second guess it in the beginning. Yes, you're going to make mistakes. Yes, it's going to be hard, right? This is not going to be easy. Nobody said it was going to be easy. And you still have to do it. You still have to do the work. Shout out to everybody right now live. Thank you so much again for being here. It is a beautiful day to be here. It's a beautiful day to be alive and to celebrate this infinite love together. Nothing will stop us. 5D is here. New Earth is already here, right? All you have to do is survive. Hold this line, right? Hold true to your beliefs, right? It doesn't matter what's happening. It doesn't matter how this is going to play out. You see? Keep going. Keep expanding your cup. Know that there are other people, other brothers, sisters. We are here for you. Right? So shout out to everybody having that infinite cup, expanding their cup, doing the work, because it's not easy right now. Right? That's how we're going to do this right now. Okay, so keep going, right? I know you're gonna hit some roadblocks. I know your friends, your family members are gonna shame you and blame you. You're gonna run into toxicity all the time. This is guaranteed. You're going to run into people that are going to want to push you into their fear and make themselves feel comfortable because they took the jab or they took some decision and they're uncomfortable. Therefore, they want to convince you how comfortable it is because it's all normal, right? And everybody's doing it. We're all in this together, right? I don't think so. No. You have to be the one to anchor to this high vibration. You have to be the one to show them how to love themselves, how to truly be the light, and how to light up the darkness. It all starts with you. We're doing it right here, right now. This is it, baby. This is 5D. I want to give an explicit shout out to everybody on the Patreon, everybody in the Inner Circle group. I love you so much. You're keeping the channel alive. You're keeping everything I do alive. If you want to feel like joining, we are now accepting new members. Go check it out, patreon.com/theinfinitecup. In the description of this video, you will find the link. Join the satsang. Join the tribe. There are other people who have already been through this, and we are here anchoring to 5D, guiding you. Join us. We would love to have you. Again, in the description of this video, patreon.com/theinfinitecup. That's how you get instructions to join us on Signal. Shout out to everybody right now expanding their cup. Shout out to everybody doing the work. Keep going. All right? It's not easy. Until next time, guys. Infinite love, infinite peace. I'm out.